Welcome back to Marvin, Matt, and Music. We're here in the Smoke HQ Lounge today, and we got our special guest here.
We got our special guest straight from Dudes in the Car podcast. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, so I'm Ryan from Dudes in the Car, best podcast in Toronto. Guys, check it out when you guys have the moment.
I appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, it's an honor.
If you guys want to hear Ryan talk more about Donda and talk more about CLB, he did in his latest episode, so we'll leave that in the description below as well.
Yeah.
Love guys.
The reason that we're all here today, of course, we're going to be talking about Donda. I wore the shirt for that. We're talking about Donda. We're talking about Certified Lover Boy. And what Ryan likes to do on his podcast, he likes to do a draft. So we're going to do a draft here as well. But to make it interesting, to like spice it up a little bit, we're always going to alternate between Donda and CLB. All of these songs are going to be in the same pool, but to stop us from choosing like Donda, or CLB. Again, we're going to switch it up. We're going to alternate going back and forth between the picks. And we're going to choose 5 songs each.
Since Ryan is our guest, we've given him the #1 draft in the 2021 Donda CLB album 1v1 comparison draft.
Hey, first off, I just want to say shout out to you, Drake, Aubrey Graham. You know, you probably have the best album of the year. Then this is coming from like the biggest Drake hater in Toronto. But we're going to start off with Donda first. So the first pick is going to be Keep My Spirit Alive.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
So tell me why it's your #1.
Why? So pretty much, I never would have thought Kanye would collab with someone like West Side Gun and Conway.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, if you guys really mess with Griselda like that, right? Like, I just never thought I'd see that type of collab. And then just the whole ad-libs, like the brrr, and then toot toot toot, like I don't know. It just reminds me of like Good Kid, Mad City, but like the modern version of it. And like, I'm a huge Kendrick fan, so for me, I just like it. It's just out of Kanye's, I guess, usual comfort zone.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
It definitely is. Like, yeah, I like seeing like experimental stuff from Kanye again.
With the second pick in this draft, in the Donda versus CLB draft, I am going to choose...
Ooh, okay.
You Only Live Twice.
Great pick.
Great pick, exactly. This was one of the tracks that kind of blew me away on first listen. Partly because of the Lil Wayne feature, the Rick Ross feature on this. I think all of them, they work really well together.
Likewise, man. I mean, shit, you stole my first pick, dude. So I'm gonna just say, fuck, that's a good pick. And now I gotta like rethink my whole CLB draft.
#3 pick of the CLB Donda fantasy draft. And you know what?
Ooh.
Definitely okay with this song.
Okay.
Okay.
Part two.
Part 2 just had the better features at the end of this song.
Okay.
But like the main reason I'm choosing this song, I could have chose part 1, but it's just Kanye's hook being okay, I'm not okay. Like this is showing like multiple sides of him, you know? Is he okay? He's not okay. Like he's bouncing off the wall again. Who knows?
I'm gonna have the 4th pick, but I guess my first pick of the best album of the year, Certified Lover Boy, aka Certified Light Skinned Bitch. And I'll go with this track, which kind of screwed up my order, but hey, screw it.
Very
Champagne
nice.
Poetry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Opening track.
Exactly. Only because for some reason Drake, even though I'm not a fan of him, he always has a fire intro. Like how it goes in like 2 parts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Cool.
that's just a bonus right there.
Dope tracks. All right.
All right.
Let's continue on with this draft now.
Alrighty. Let's continue on. We are doing the 5th pick. This one is going to be easy for me. Jail.
Ooh, okay.
Part 1.
Nice.
Jail Part 1. That
Part 2.
Okay. Part 2 still available.
Part 2 is still available. That the baby verse on the second part, that was good, but it's like I can't not listen to like this Jay-Z verse, you know?
Oh, for sure.
It's good to see them come back together. Like he said on the song, like this could be the return of the throne, right?
Ooh.
So
Exactly. Don't forget when I heard this and I was on the highway, like I was on the 401, just going 140 because I was so amped about Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And yeah, the whole like he said Watch the Throne 2, and I was like, shit, that's gonna come?
hopefully,
That's awesome.
Hopefully.
Yeah, man.
hopefully.
He's had good first picks. I think there's not too many standout tracks from this album, but
like he's been saying, it's the album of the year.
hey,
Oh, 100%.
so from the album of the year, I'm gonna choose one of my favorite standout tracks with this pick, and that is Fair Trade with Travis Scott.
Okay.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites. Like I think this also feels like classic Drake. And I also think that like Travis Scott doesn't overshadow Drake too much. So they have like a nice chemistry going on back from like Sicko Mode or something.
Right, yeah.
But definitely a relaxed vibe and everything. So I could ride this in the car too, just cruising down the highway, but just like not going 140, probably just going like 90 or 100 still,
Yeah,
you know,
like,
but cruising.
Just cruising. You
Yeah.
know? So since you guys took basically 2 tracks out of my top 5, so I'm gonna have to freestyle this one.
Ooh.
And my second favorite track off Donda is
Yo.
Ah,
Yo.
very nice.
Off the
Gonna be my
Grid.
next pick.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Man, sorry to hurt you there, bud. Yeah. Reason why I chose this track was because, well, first of all, just like the simple, that it's like a typical Kanye like hook.
Yeah,
It was just a banger.
yeah, this is a banger, definitely. This makes me think of like that huge land he has.
Yeah.
Somewhere, Idaho or Tennessee or whatever. I don't even.
Wyoming.
Wyoming,
man.
yeah.
He's just out there in his like huge vehicles, just off the grid. Like this is.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this is a sick track.
Oh,
I think this track is kind of like a good indication of which direction he's going with this album and like with his new music, where it's kind of that like old school hip hop drill beat, but it has that like gospel influence to it, right?
exactly.
Off the Grid is off the board.
Sucks.
All right, so
No way.
going to pick with the 8th pick.
Kobe.
Yeah.
I already had.
We're going with Way Too Sexy.
I had a feeling.
This song is way too sexy for me, man.
That's why you're not really feeling it. Like you're like, really? Did you really do this, Drake? You sampled this song. You're having Future.
Yeah.
You're having Future of all people.
Yeah.
And Young
Like
Thug.
sing this, yeah, and Young Thug, exactly.
Yeah.
But after a few more listens, it just like grows on you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right?
I think it's gonna grow on me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually.
Oh no, this hit
Yeah.
me like instantly. And just to add to that too, like the fact that Kawhi Leonard,
Oh, the
people
music
was in
video.
the music video, dude looks stiff as hell.
You guys
was
want to
so-
do? You want to do the dance right now?
Oh no, I'm too stiff right now.
Yeah, too stiff.
Thanks.
Second pick. Jail, part 2.
Oh, part two. Oh, you're cheating.
No, part 2 is still on the board.
You're cheating, man.
I would say The Baby just came in with like a verse that was like not only unexpected,
He's canceled though.
but that's the thing.
canceled.
That's why I love this verse so much. Like this, you're going to jail for what you believe in. He's gonna go to jail for whatever he believes in. And so,
What? Just from a music perspective, you gotta
right.
respect it. Like
That's how I feel.
All his personal shit, like I don't even bother with that.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Yeah.
just gonna ruin my appreciation for him.
Yeah, for
from
sure.
Yeah.
we'll
You have
leave
to
it-
learn how to like separate the person from the art.
Right.
Right.
Right. Exactly. With the 10th pick from CLB, I am gonna go with. Ooh.
For Damar, what do you got?
Just for Damar. The Star is aligning.
Yeah. Ooh, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
You
the
know
track.
what? For Damar, like he can talk about this track. That's kind of like personal for him, like he's
Exactly.
saying he's gonna stay with the Raptors. Messiah ship him off the next day.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
But it reminds me of like back to back and like
Yeah, good, like aggressive Drake, right?
Aggressive Drake,
If
exactly.
you're reading this Drake,
yes.
You know?
There you go. Yep.
Damn, on these tracks, you guys are pointing out because now hearing it too, I'm enjoying the beat. Yeah. All right. Can't lie.
sometimes it just takes time.
Just
right?
takes time,
Right.
Yeah.
With the 11th pick, shout out Yao Ming.
Hey, Yao Ming.
With the 11th pick in this draft, I'm back on Donda. I'm gonna pick another one of those like gospel drill inspired beats. The one that goes like dark and it goes really hard as well. We're going with God Breathed.
Ooh.
It's just very like it's very raw. It kind of reminds me of like Yeezus era Kanye, right? Where you have that like minimalistic production,
Oh, like no New Slaves?
kind of like New Slaves. Yeah, like you can hear this on Yeezus, right? The
All
OP
right.
pick.
CLB.
The pick
So
Fair Trade.
I'm glad this pick's still on the board.
Okay.
This was typical like Toronto classic, I would say.
Oh boy.
Toronto classic.
Oh, where are you going with this, Marvin?
I don't have a feeling I know what it is too.
You might
You
know
said
what
it's
it
a
is.
Drake classic, right? Or kind of?
Is it that track with the lesbian line, bro?
No, I know, right? I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm talking about 7 a.m.
I
on
know.
Bridal
Oh,
Path.
okay.
So
Yeah,
I had high hopes for it, and everyone was hyping up the whole like something Antetokounmpo Puto line.
yeah, that
right?
too. That too.
So I guess that's why it has hype. But for me personally, it was like in my most disappointed list only because I thought Reason's Antetokounmpo line was better.
Well, I would say like Drake's Antetokounmpo line, he rhymes like a bunch of stuff with Antetokounmpo because like he ends up like adding on to the same rhyme. I think that this song was just like puts me into Drake's head or something, you know, like that's usually what he does with these tracks, and so it was probably an easy track to like. But yeah,
So here we go,
all
Ryan.
right.
This is our last round.
All right.
Okay, our
This is
last
your
round.
last pick. Gonna be our last picks right here.
All right,
For,
all right.
the end of the.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with. So for the last track.
Last track
of this.
end of your roster.
Yeah, end of my roster. I'm gonna have to go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, Pure Souls.
Pure Soul.
But I just like how I never would have thought I'd see Kanye collab with Roddy Ricch,
Yeah.
right? And it hits. It hits. Yeah.
This is one of those tracks that I heard. It kind of like reminded me of like classic Kanye. You know, like
Exactly.
you could take this off College Dropout. You could take
Right.
this off Late Registration. Final pick of this draft. The end of my roster from CLB. Not much left to choose from here. Bucket. Final pick, end of my roster. We're going with "I Miss You Too" featuring Kid Cudi.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't expecting to hear Cudi on this album, you know, but he's another one of those features that kind of like fit really well with like the main artist, right? Kind of like you were just saying about Roddy Ricch, where it's like you weren't expecting it to fit, but like it works.
That's
true.
Yeah, this is like a very like melodic kind of track, right? You know,
Yeah.
you hear Cudi singing, you hear Drake singing, everything just fits well.
Good Cudi vibes. Yeah. I
I'm
agree.
gonna laugh if your last pick is the other Kid Cudi feature.
I know it's like I'm gonna be copying Matt's vibes, but it's not.
Okay.
It's a
not.
Donda chant.
It's
Okay.
a Donda chant. It's a
Okay.
Donda chant.
So,
Donda,
I mean-
Donda.
Well, that, is it actually?
No. So here we go. This is my
Alright, Marvin,
last.
Here we go. Last pick of the.
Okay, gotta believe what I say.
Ah, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
but this also brought me back to like sort of a college dropout kind of vibe.
Yes.
You know, old Kanye, old kind of like his kind of production, and yeah, like it's sort of like such like a uplifting song too. Like this guy, I like the direction he's going in with his music, and this is definitely like a song I think anyone could even appreciate it, whether you listen to hip hop or not. You know.
Yeah.
Like he's got like darker songs, but a lot of this album is like really liberating,
Like
and I think this is
uplifting,
one
right?
of these songs. Yeah. Just say if we didn't have the rule of flipping back between Donda and CLB, like, there'd be a lot more Donda songs that would have been picked. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, all
Like-
of our rosters would be like
Yeah.
Would be
four Donda, one CLB max.
One
you know?
CLB
Yeah.
maybe. I
Exactly.
agree. Yeah. So it's hard to choose from all these songs too. Yeah.
Well, damn, Matt, you're actually a trooper for taking more of the CLB tracks.
Damn, I know,
And
right?
Donda.
I got 3 of those.
Oh, yeah. And would you like to add another Donda song? Just like a wild.
just 'cause
card
you're a
at
big
the end?
Kanye
Yeah,
fan.
for sure.
All right. Bonus pick.
Bonus pick here.
We're
Yeah.
gonna. Okay, so you got "Believe What I Say." Let's take. I think this is a good like conclusion, not to just my playlist, but to like this whole draft. You know, we are going to go with "Come to Life."
Very nice. Yeah. This was gonna be somewhere on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, this wasn't even on my list.
Okay.
This one, like you hear Kanye singing, it has that like epic like piano solo at the end. You know.
All right.
So let's summarize the rosters here. So Ryan, you got "Keep My Spirit Alive," you got "Champagne Poetry," you got "Off the Grid," you got "No Friends in the Industry," and you got "Pure Souls."
Yes.
Okay.
Mine, we got "You Only Live Twice," "Jail," "Way Too Sexy," "God Breathed," "I Miss You Too," and bonus track "Come to Life."
6 man.
6 man. 6 man "Come to Life."
Like Lou Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then Marvin, you got "Okay Okay" Part 2. You got what was it, "Fair Trade." You got "Jail" Part 2. You got
The part 2s.
7 a.m. in Bridle Path, and then you got "Believe What I Say." So those are the rosters. I'll list them out over here on the screen. You know,
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
everyone you watching at home, watching in your own shed, in your car, wherever you're at.
I can see it like visually right now in this thin air.
Good. Leave a comment below whose roster you like best. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know who we missed out on, who you think went. Who's the Fred Van Fleet of this draft? You know who's the
going
undrafted
undrafted
gem?
star? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but okay.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Ryan, thanks again for coming on.
Guys,
the show.
honor to be here. Thanks for having me, and I hope I can join a future video with you guys.
Sure, we'll love to have you. Don't forget to check out Dudes in a Car,
Starring Ryan and Jason.
best podcast in Toronto.
Hey, but shout out to Smoke HQ too, man.
Check it out. Check it out. We'll leave some links. Thank you for joining us. And until next time, peace.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.